Hey folks, Ray from Love Your RV. I got a bit of a nasty job to do today. I got a problem with my waste tank plumbing. My black tank valve isn't closing all the way. So if you remember last summer, must be about 14 months ago, I installed these Drain Master electric valves. Let's turn them on here. And you can see, rather than pulling on the rods, I can just touch a button and that opens my tank, drains my tank, and then I can close them like that. And you can see on the gray here, when it's closed it's green, when it's open it's red. But on the black, open, but when I press it to close it, I'm not getting a green light. And also I'm getting a slight leak past that valve. So basically the light there, when it comes on, that means there's a sensor in there to say that the gate valve is all the way closed. The black isn't completing its close cycle. Maybe I'll just give you a quick look at a video from previous video of how it operates before I put them in there so you can kind of get an idea. Thought I'd give you guys a little demo of them. Just using my Noco battery box there. Hooked up the 12 volts, and we've got the wiring hooked up, so these switches should do the job. So you can see I got two green lights. Let's hit the gray. There we go. Cool. So you can see I just have to hit the button once. Light changes, and we'll try the black. You definitely have a lot of pressure to them. It's kind of a knife. Don't put your finger in there. But that's not a good thing, because if the black tank's going to slowly leak like that, well then I'm never going to get a full tank, and waste is going to build up on the floor of the tank, solid waste, so eventually that's going to cause a big problem. So I got to get that fixed. So I'm going to take apart the valve and pull it out. Lucky enough that I was underneath there repairing some cracks in the tank. So I took this section, I have cut out this section of the Coroplast plastic underbelly, and I did that years ago just so I could get easy access to where the tank plumbing and valves are located. So lucky enough I had that out already. So it's not going to be too big a job. You have to go underneath here and unscrew a few bits and pieces and pull that valve, and then we'll see what's wrong with it. I'm hoping it's not an electric problem, but more likely just some piece of debris has gotten jammed in the valve. So I'll give you a look underneath. Underneath here you can see this is my gray tank, and over here on this side is my black tank. And the way Keystone set it up is the gray comes out this side and the black comes out this side, and they kind of go through a Y connector here, and then that goes out to the main sewer output. So the valves are positioned right here is my gray, and over here is my black. Previously, when I replaced a cracked valve, I had to cut the pipe, and I ended up putting in a rubber boot here when I put it back together, rather than gluing it all back together. And that makes it handy for me if I have to take something apart, because there's very little clearance here to work on these valves. So I'm going to undo this boot, drain the tanks first and undo the boot. Then that'll allow me to undo the bolts on the tank valve here, and I'll be able to slide it out, and we can see what's going on. And then as far as electrically, all I have to do is undo a data connection here for the switches, and then a power connector, and I should be able to pull that valve right out. So there's the two valves back out. You can see the gray nice and clean. There's the problem with the black right there. Looks like a toilet paper jam. Really jammed in there. Yeah, just old toilet paper. So just have to clean that valve out and we'll be back in business. Glad that it's not an electronic problem or something worse, like a broken blade or anything. So I guess it just built up over time, got jammed in there, and then wouldn't release. Got it all cleaned up, I'll spare you that. When I was looking at the clog though closely, it did look like toilet paper, but it also looked like it had some kind of sawdust in there. So I don't know where that came from, but it kind of combined the toilet paper and a bit of the sawdust combined, and it kind of made it worse than just a straight toilet paper clog. So who knows, with these rigs they drop sawdust everywhere. I'll have to inspect around. The only thing I can think of is something up top with the vent or something like that. Anyways, I'll have a look at that, see how sawdust could have gotten there, and definitely wasn't from us. Anyway, I got her clean, so I'm going to reinstall that. One thing I wanted to mention, people had seen this when I installed the valves, that there was gaps on both sides. Well, those gaps don't really matter at all, because what actually seals it is this rubber on the end that goes inside that piece. That rubber fits against the gate and seals it, so the gaps over here really don't matter. Okay, let's give her a quick test. Okay, a quick test here. Took a bit of wrangling, but everything's back in place. Filled up the tanks, no leaks, so let's try our valves. Oh, got green lights now. Good, good, good. Looks like we're back in business. So if you want more information on these valves, I'll link to the install I did last year, the video where I took everything apart and installed these valves. Till next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Thanks for watching, folks. Cheers.